Well, hello and good morning.
Hey,
and
guys.
Welcome in. Oh my God, do we have a show for you today?
Yes, I see somebody's back in the studio. What's up, Scott?
Yes.
Well, I'm back in the morning studio for sure. Yes.
Yes.
And if you take notice here to my channel tagline, it's cold here in the morning studio.
Yes, live from cold Pennsylvania.
What's the temperature?
Well, the temperature has warmed up to an absolute balmy 58 degrees.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Love it.
That is awesome. Eddie, you are muted, good sir.
That is warm, 58. Sorry.
It's warm?
That's, to me, shorts and shirt day.
Yeah, because this, man.
I don't know about that.
Nothing.
I would be in a hoodie by now at 58.
I turned the heat on this morning, boy.
Yeah. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome in to Go Live Together. We are your morning team. I am Jeremy. This is Cheryl. To the upper left is Scott, and to the upper right is Eddie. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Welcome into the replay. If you are here for the replay, type in the word #replay. That way we know that you were here. But for those of you that are here right now, good morning and welcome in. First up in the chat was Traveling with Tinkerbell. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey.
Next up in the chat is Cruising on the High Seas and Travel. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning.
And he says, good day, y'all. 23 more naps until it is cruise day.
I'm ready too, Rob.
Yes.
I am so ready.
Mike and J&S Adventures. Good morning, everyone.
Allied reinforcements have arrived from the north.
And
we got sound effects, y'all.
With butter toast. Yeah, I had to finish that out. It says from the north with #butter toast.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Cruising with Keith, good morning and welcome in.
Welcome in.
Good morning.
And he has a new show coming out called Across the Waves.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Coming up soon. Oh, snap. Our first fresh fruit donation coming in from Scott McNeil. Thank you for that pineapple and welcome in.
Yes.
Good morning.
It's going to be a lot of pineapples on this cruise coming up.
I know. Watch your stateroom doors closely because the Pineapple King is on his way.
Yes.
Jeremy Boucher, good morning. Hello. Welcome.
Yo.
What's up?
The Mustard Drill has made it in. Good morning.
Where? I love that guy.
I know, right?
Yes.
DJ's family and friends, travels, and more. Good morning.
Good
and welcome in.
Welcome to the show.
Yes. Welcome to the show.
Oh, snap.
And seeing me.
Yeah, here comes trouble. Eddie Lugo Studios has made it into the chat. Good morning.
Viva la raza.
Yeah, baby.
That's right. It's all good. Cruising with Keith. Sorry I missed the lives last week. Lost my headphones. Yeah, had to buy new ones. I got some headphones on the way too. That way I can block out all the bad. Kathy Mills, good morning, working and listening.
Good morning.
Sharon Rowland. Sharon Rowland's in the house. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yo.
Good morning.
Eddie, are you in medicine compliance? Your doctor is here. Okay, good. Cherry SG has made it in. Good morning.
Hey, girl.
Morning, Sherry.
The Z Show Cruise Fund says, good Thursday morning, content creators from the greatest state in our nation's history, the Lone Star State of
Texas.
That's right. That is right. Texas coming through strong.
Yes.
Let's see. Everybody is speaking. Yeah. Okay. Cruising with Keith agrees with you. 58 is warm. Hoodies go on in the 40s.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, that'll work. Cherry says she misses you.
I miss you too.
Yeah. House of X Entertainment Inc. has made it in. Good morning.
I miss you, Sherry.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
That's right. Welcome to the party.
March 17th, Leo's birthday.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Tripping with Dre and Michelle have made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And they say, good morning, 65 degrees and drenching rain here in Michigan. I know we're about to get slammed. I wish my camera was outside getting it while we were in here, because as I understand it, it's about to pump through here. And if we lose internet, pre-apologize.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, internet is first to go, then the lights. And Sharon Rowland is here with a weather update. It is 62 degrees here in South Georgia right now. Georgia. Oh, snap. We got a superstar in the house. Elizabeth says, hey, y'all.
Hey, babe.
Hey, babe.
Mike and Rana, it's 41 degrees and cloudy here this morning.
Oh, I would take that weather any day.
Facebook user is in. Good morning from Cruise Nuts. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep. Z, we've been watching the news all morning. They had the news people out driving, and they were doing driving footage from all over the city. And, they're just driving through these mud puddles and rain puddles and stuff like that. It was a big production for them this morning. But yes, we are definitely getting rain. It's 100% chance today.
100%.
I just want to say this, even though I know that I just got off a 10-day cruise yesterday. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Just got off that 10-day cruise. Right. So I'm just saying that my next cruise.
Cruise countdown. 7 days.
Oh,
7
my
days.
God.
Yep.
To my next.
Just
We
terrible.
were like that
Just saying.
for one cruise.
We got off the Vista, waited 7 days, and got right back on the Breeze.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I know. I can't wait.
Gave us just enough time to refresh, and then boom, we were out again. 7 days is a good refresh time. Also, between cruises. Antoinette at Fun. Hey, friend.
Hey, Antoinette.
Man, we enjoyed your last night. We really, really thoroughly enjoyed your show last night. That was cool.
Especially the Trump Tower part.
Yeah, the Trump Tower part.
That was funny.
That was funny. Magnificent Journey with Darian has made it in. Good morning.
Welcome.
That's
Good
right.
morning.
That's right. And boop, 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 boop. DJ's family and friends, travels, and more is thanking you, Eddie, and everyone for the advice in the live chats. I know he's trying to get his channel off the ground. It's a small channel, really. I've been talking with him in Facebook, and give him some pointers, help to push him a little bit. So y'all go check him out.
I'm subscribed to him.
Mm-hmm. Danny D, the Spectacular Supporter, is also another channel. If you like shorts, if you like thumbing through shorts, definitely go check her out. Last
night, like I was doing a little catch up last night. So last night I was scrolling my list, and I saw Keith's video from yesterday. Last night it told me it was a day old. I noticed that Keith picked up about 19 more subs, and his video got 94 views in one day. I think that's fantastic. I was
absolutely.
I was like overjoyed with that. I'm like, see, that's great. That's a sign of great success. And I want to just share this one quick thing, right? One time in a conversation that I had with another YouTuber named Tony from a channel called La Lita Loca. I've had many conversations with Tony. I've cruised with him a few times, and I've spent a decent amount of time hanging out with him. And a conversation he had said to me one time was he had a lot of small creators coming up to him and stuff, and just really wanting to pick his brain. Mm-hmm. And I remember he had said to one person, had asked them how many views he had gotten on like a last video or something, and they said, "Oh, only about 100 views." And he looked at them and said, "There was a day in our house when if we got 100 views, we were running around the house with our arms in the air, yelling and screaming." Right?
That's right.
So just remember that no matter how small your channel is, keep doing it. Keep putting the work in, keep putting the content in, and don't get discouraged. So
Don't get discouraged. It took me 2 years to get 1,000.
If you don't play the game, if you do not put out content, people can't watch.
exactly.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Complain.
Consistently.
Yeah, and that's and that's advice I should take for myself, because we're in October now, and when I look at my 365-day stats, in 1 year's time, I've only put out 8 long-form content videos. And that is a shame, right? I've only put that, that's all I've put out. You know, and there's been good response to those when I put them out, but yeah, exactly. And I think to myself, I'm sitting on so much content right now. It's tragedy that I've only put out 8
We're hungry, man.
I know. I got it. I'm gonna get on it, I swear.
Yep. And let's see. Today is October 5th, and we have a visitor in town today. Yes, we do. And it is none other than the what appears to be Carnival Breeze. That crane is blocking me from seeing what it is. But yes, the weather for today here in Galveston, we're waking up to 83 degrees, okay, with 76% humidity and cloudy. Between now and sail away time, there are going to be some severe thunderstorms rolling through town. So as you can imagine, if you're driving in on the same day, you are about to get dumped on. Okay. If you are here already, thank goodness, because you don't have to go through those thunderstorms. And your sail away forecast for today is 80 degrees. It's lower, 80 degrees with 76% humidity and showers.
Yeah, and it's really bad coming through Houston.
It is terrible right now. They're getting slammed. Hang on, Scott. Let me kill down this. Hang on. Hold on. I'm coming back to you here. Carnival Breeze. Oh, okay, good. Ship Tracker says Carnival Breeze.
Okay.
I'll watch that one too. That one's cool. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, there is a programming update coming in from Mike and J&S Adventures. We will have to wait until 2050 for Scott's vlogs to come out. So thank you for that update.
Listen, I just want to respond to you real quick, Tinker. Okay, I have spent a lot of time researching how to do my YouTube channel. Right, I spent a lot of time watching all of the people, all the channels whose channel is about teaching you how to be a channel, right? Like how to be a YouTuber, what to do, this, that, and everything else. I have spent years watching them before I launched my channel. And then I have studied everything while my channel has existed. And
that's what he does.
Here is the one thing that almost every YouTuber loses sight of. It is really super hard to grow your YouTube channel. And everybody, like Tinker's question was, she said she wished she could find or drive more people to watching her content, right? Don't we all, right? I mean, and the fact that it's not happening even necessarily over a decent amount of time is just proof and evidence of just how hard it is to be a YouTuber, and how just turning the camera on and recording is not going to drive traffic necessarily. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. But I'm just saying, like, that's just how hard it is to get people to click on your content, to get the algorithm, to say, hey, I'm going to show this to more people, right? And remember, when the algorithm decides to take pity on you and show your content, if people aren't clicking on it, then the algorithm says, okay, that was a big waste of time. I'm not going to waste any more time on that. And it throws you down, it demotes you, that throws you down to the bottom of the list, and it stops promoting you, right? This is just how fickle it all is. So I'm just saying, that plays into what I was saying the other night, which is the complexities of YouTube are so vast, and the behavior patterns and the all the different things that come together on why people either do or don't click on your content, why they subscribe, why they don't subscribe, why they subscribed and then stopped watching. All those things are too complex for you to arrive at any conclusion based on public data, really basic public data of fluctuations of this or that or whatever. It's too complex for you to arrive at what that means, right? But I can tell you that not seeing a steady this or steady that is just part of the YouTube game, and you just have to hang in there.
It is.
I mean, you just have to keep going with it.
Yeah, you do. Because for me,
one last thing, you have to accept the fact that no matter what you do, you just may not resonate and connect with the masses like some of the big channels do, right? And remember this too. If I'm a YouTuber who likes to watch Tony and likes to watch Don and likes to watch Jay, right? I only have so much time in my life.
Right.
And if I'm interested in watching them, and because I'm interested in watching them, I don't have any more time to watch you. Yep. Right? So therefore, you're not going to get my view, they're going to get my view. And that unfortunately is just the way YouTube works.
Yep. Good morning, Bone Tired Travelers. We have a 28% chance of rain today, the most we've had in weeks and weeks.
I get the feeling someone is watching us.
And somebody's watching the weather, too.
We are.
And let's see. Mikey Rihanna has another programming update. We won't have a live stream this weekend, as we will be celebrating the Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend. That's what's up.
Okay.
Are there going to be Timbits there? Because if there's Timbits at Canadian Thanksgiving, I'm totally coming. I'm flying to Alberta.
Those sound good.
Let's go.
Seriously. If there aren't Timbits in Canadian Thanksgiving, there should be. I'm going to email Trudeau today and suggest it.
Okay. And the Bud Files has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's up?
And hey, Scott,
you had something on Germany yesterday.
Scott, if you could send Rob a private message dealing with the thing that he's talking about here in the chat, that would be so awesome.
Oh, well, let me first look at the chat and see what he's talking about.
Yes. He's asking something about that you're very familiar with specifically, and so I want you to address it, okay? Marjorie Ambrose, good morning.
Good morning.
And let's see, everybody is speaking to each other. And
look, Rob says there's going to be so wait a minute. So Timbits in Ontario Canadian Thanksgiving, but not Alberta Canadian Thanksgiving. That's a bummer.
And Bone Tired says we're trying to find our niche before we start posting content. I mean, yeah, that you got to know where you fit in, but what will define your niche is your content. Yeah. Okay. You could post a video about a dog and then cut camera to video too, and then be on a cruise ship. It does not matter. Yeah. Whoever finds you and likes your content, for instance, with my personal channel, I follow a lot of music channels. That's how I get my music. Okay. And then with the professional channel, not only am I following cruise content creators, but also Disney creators. It's travel related, On the same token, I'm following gaming channels because I like to keep up with the gaming trends and things like that. And sometimes I subscribe to channels as the professional channel without switching over to my personal, just frankly, because I don't want to. Right. So sometimes J&S Adventures, you'll find them in Junkyard Gamer, and then you'd switch over to another channel, like Cruising on the High Seas and Travel. It's like, wait, I thought he was trying to stay in his lane. No, it's just the fact that I failed to switch channels before hitting the subscribe button. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Not me. Tinkerbell, let me tell you my strategy, and it has worked for me. Okay. I branch out. I don't stay in the cruising community because
that's not all we're interested in.
Well, no, that's not for me. The thing of it is, Jay, the motivational weightlifting geek.
Jay the Motivator. The name changed from Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek.
Let me explain. Okay, this is for me. Okay, and I suggest you find that community that is like this, like homestead community.
Tight.
I do knitting. Yeah, because I knit. I do the cooking, like Canadian Family Life.
Yep.
I love their show.
Yeah.
And then when I go into other people's whatever you call it, live streams, I see who's in there that goes into that
niche.
Yeah, of the ones I just named. And guess what? They stick. They do.
Yep.
And you know, I'm gonna say something else. I heard Nets V blog. But guess what? There are a lot of people in the cruising community that has her. You know, not just us.
You know what she talks about on her channel? Jesus. That's who she talks about.
And she takes you to church with her.
That's right.
And she gives you motivational things, spiritual things in her vlog. You know, she doesn't offer you bananas or subscribers or anything like that. She talks to you about she don't even talk to you. She just put the camera
the song,
and let the preacher, her preacher, talk to you on Sundays or whatever. But let me explain. Find that community and get into that community. Let them know you, okay? And they will subscribe.
They will come and check your content out and make a decision for themselves as to whether or not that falls in line with what they want to watch.
And it works.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, it works.
But not every channel is going to be huge. That's just the unfortunate reality of life, right?
Yeah.
But that does not mean that your contribution to a specific, you know, niche or specific, you know, subject matter or subject topic isn't important. And it doesn't mean, you know, so it's like comes down to, are you doing YouTube because you just want to blow up and then make all this money and then just look at my fabulous life? Or are you doing YouTube because you are doing something that you're vlogging about, that you're enjoying, and you're enjoying vlogging about it, sharing your perspective? Because that's why I'm doing it. I was cruising for a very long time before I was a travel agent and a vlogger about it. And I love it, and I still love it, even though I complain about it sometimes. I complain about everything, right? I complain about my neighbor. But anyway, my point is that I'm still, you know, doing it, and that's why I do it, you know, and it's not about, you know, it's not about making money or, you know, becoming huge or whatever, okay? Some of my videos get a couple hundred views. Some of them get thousands of views. And whatever it gets is what it gets, right? And that's all I care about. But you're always going to have specific videos, you know, like I did a video about Cocoa Beach Club. Well, everybody is, you know, there's a lot of people going to Coco Cay and they're thinking about going to the Cocoa Beach Club. So naturally, a video like that is going to do better than the one I did about underwater basket weaving, you know, and so on and so forth. It's just, you know, it's just the way it is. But too many YouTubers think, oh, I'm just going to create a YouTube channel. I'm going to do stuff and people are going to come and they're going to watch it and I'm going to be huge and I'm going to make all this money and it's going to pay for all my cruises and everything else. No, almost none of us are going to achieve that.
Right.
No.
And you have to understand that and accept it.
And let me tell you, this is just, you know, because Scott brought it up. my video when I went to New York, and I went to Krispy Kreme when I got off the subway or the train or whatever they call it, the rat hole. And I went to Krispy Kreme. That is the biggest video that people watch. It's like 1.8 something. And I said, seriously?
Yes.
All I was doing was eating a donut.
And a lot of that has to do with tagging as well. If you tag New York City, Manhattan, Times Square, you're going to get a lot of views.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, a lot of that has to deal with Rob's question. That's why I asked you to
yeah. So Rob, I will be happy to talk to you about it. Okay. I'll reach out to you sometime, maybe today or tomorrow. I'm very busy in the next 7 days to getting ready for my cruise. And one of the big things I have to do is switch the clothes in my bags from Canada cold weather clothes to Florida Caribbean warm weather clothes. So.
That's right. Ocean to ocean travel. Good morning. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
What up, Ruth?
Okay, so there's no Timbits in Mike and Rihanna's celebration, but there will be on Rob's. So you might,
we might have to go and visit Rob for Thanksgiving.
Perhaps either that, or you can bring some with you to NOLA whenever you go on your work trip, Rob. Hey, Midlife Travels has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And let's see. Marjorie Ambrose says, Cheryl, I love watching you guys because the married men are all hot and handsome and knowledgeable.
You know what? And I'm going to tell you, Marjorie, this is something that they get fan mail. They get a lot of fan mail. These guys do. And I read the fan mail and I sometimes send it out. Sometimes I don't, because, my great sales forget. But these three guys, they are hot. They're the morning team hot men.
Eddie's the eye candy. I don't want to hear that. Eddie's the eye candy.
That's true.
Yes. Yeah. April Showers has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep.
Good morning, April Showers. I wanted to let you know that I've been watching you because I've been writing on your.
Listen, I apologize. I didn't mean for this to turn into a big, huge discussion. I just wanted to put that out there, right?
Yeah.
So,
but I am going to throw a wrench into the game as soon as I call out Rock the Boat. Good morning.
Good morning, and I want to know, Rock the Boat, before we go any further. Have y'all been on that big cruise that you all said you were going on, or is that coming up later?
No, I think they went on it already, but
they get their vlogs out pretty quick, so we'll be looking forward to that. Destination Fun has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
And yes, we are all caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for me to surprise baby.
What?
Ooh.
Okay.
Ow!
So Movo has a mic that is very. Hang on, I'm going to put it in full screen. So Movo has a mic.
Oh my goodness.
That is exactly identical to the one that she already has. Okay, but this one is the special pink fuzzy, as she calls it.
Oh wow, I love it. That's great.
Yeah, and the part of the proceeds go to breast cancer research, and it comes with this little
and I'm a cancer survivor, you guys, so this means a lot to me.
Yes,
a lot. When we met, I was going through cancer treatments and all of this, so this means a lot.
Yeah, it comes with this little bracelet that you can wear to support breast cancer research.
And I have one of these. They gave me this.
Yes.
When I was going through my cancer thing.
So now there's
a lot of things y'all don't know about me.
So now you got a pink guinea pig.
I got a pink.
You got a pink
fuzzy.
guinea pig.
That is fantastic.
Oh my God, I'm so excited, you guys.
Yes, that's fantastic.
You can have my gray.
I know. I'm taking the gray one.
Yes.
I'm taking it back.
You can have it. Oh
yes.
my God, I'm so excited.
So yeah, this is a Procure for the Cure special edition Movo VXR10. It's the portable vlog mic that we're going to be using on the upcoming booze cruise. If you're coming on, you're going to see it well in action. I hope she plugs it in this time and actually uses it so we can field test it. You know, I mean, we only got 24 days.
23, Rob said.
Yeah, we may have to go down to the seawall and road test this one.
Not in the rain.
Not in the rain, but you know, there you go, babe.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, this is so excited. I gotta show the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the grown kids, you know, that came down for the surgery and stuff.
Yes.
My mother-in-law survived it as well.
Really? See, there are people that are survivors. I'm a survivor. You know.
Oh, Rock the Boat says we just got back yesterday. My producer / wife is working on the videos.
Okay, see, I told you.
We're looking forward to
I've
it.
been following you guys, you know, because you know I'm a stalker when people are going on great trips. Like I'm gonna be stalking Eddie on the Prima and the Celebrity. I'm gonna be stalking him.
Yes. Rooted in Essential Oils has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And we are all caught up in the chat, which means I got it. I see you reaching, which means that it is now time for us to bring you the cruise and travel industry news.
Carnival Cruise Line reminds guests to drop off luggage policy. One of the most coveted perks of reaching platinum and diamond status with Carnival Cruise Lines is immediate stateroom access, when one can go to one's cabin upon boarding rather than waiting until later in the afternoon when all the staterooms are open.
Right.
This access is all part of the cruise line's Faster to the Fun add-on as well. Carnival Cruise Line brand ambassador John Heald, however, has had to politely remind guests that access does not mean unpacking and staying in one's cabin immediately upon boarding the ship. I need to respectfully and very kindly ask those that have permission to go directly to the cabin to drop off that carry-on bag to please do just that. Drop them off. This is, of course, for guests who are diamond and platinum, staying in suites, or who have Faster to the Fun. The reminder comes after allegations that cabin attendants are being rude to guests by asking them to leave before they have unpacked. Turnover day, when one sets the guests debarks at the end of their cruise and new guests come on board the ship to set sail, and just a few hours later, are always very busy for all crew members. This is particularly true for cabin attendants, who must not only complete regular stateroom cleanings, but must also change out bed linens and do other deep cleaning to ensure the cabin is ready for the next guests.
That's true.
So, and moving on, see, I was down in the story. Norwegian Cruise Lines increases cabin capacity for solo guests. Responding to recent data showing a solo traveler market is significantly widening, Norwegian Cruise Lines is rolling out 3 new cabin categories just for solo guests: solo inside, solo ocean view, and solo balcony. And a newsflash, Royal Caribbean has already done that. The cruise line unveiled new accommodation options on October 3rd, and this week is opening bookings for the new categories on cruises with departures starting January 2nd, 2024. Currently, just 9 ships on Norwegian Cruise Line offer solo cabins, including its newest ship, Norwegian Viva. Guests booking solo cabins enjoy key card access to a studio lounge on ships where available, which features a bar, a lounge area, and daily snacks.
And that's the way the news goes.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Sorry, I was mounting the mic on top of the camera here.
Thank you.
If you heard some microphone noises happening. And let's see. On this day in history got skipped today, October 5th.
Bananas.
I don't know about this one yet. 1892, the Dalton brothers, famous American outlaws in the Old West, rode into Coffeeville, Kansas, intent upon robbing the town's 2 banks. But they were recognized, and coming out of one bank, they were met by wild gunfire from vigilantes. Yep. They got gunned down. In 1918, Allied forces broke through the Hindenburg Line in World War I. In 1961, the American romantic comedy Breakfast at Tiffany's, an adaptation of Truman Capote's novella, had its world premiere, and it became especially known for Audrey Hepburn's performance as the free-spirited Holly Golightly. In 1962, the first installment in the James Bond film series, Dr. No, had its world premiere. The British spy film was adapted from Ian Fleming's novel and starred Sean Connery. In 1969, the British television series Monty Python's Flying Circus debuted on the BBC and proved to be a watershed for TV comedy around the world. In 1970, PBS began broadcasting on American television, and it became known for various programs, notably the children's shows Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
And Masterpiece.
And Sit and Be Fit. In 1975, English actress Kate Winslet, who was known for her sharply drawn portrayals of spirited and unusual women, was born.
Wow, she's 48.
In 1998, the Judiciary Committee of the U.S. House of Representatives recommended impeachment hearings against President Bill Clinton. In 2001, Barry Bonds of the San Francisco Giants broke Mark McGwire's single-season home run record when he hit his 71st and 72nd home runs of the season and finished the season with 73.
Wait a minute, but didn't he have a scandal about steroids or something?
And here's another one. 2007, following the years of speculation and denials, American track star Marion Jones pleaded guilty to steroid use, several months later, she was stripped of her 5 Olympic medals, 3 of which were gold. And sadly, in 2011, American businessman Steve Jobs, a pioneer of personal computer era, who co-founded Apple and transformed it into one of the world's most successful companies, died at the age of 56.
Pancreatic cancer.
And that will do it for this day in history.
Family have died of pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, and there were some cancer survivors here in the chat. Our prayers are with you and your family. Prayers of thanksgiving, really. I mean, we're thankful to anybody who makes it through that. And let's see. Will G is working and listening. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
And Scott has a question, as always, and we will put this up. And it simply says, how do you stay healthy on a cruise ship?
Well, obviously, before COVID, we never really gave a whole lot of thought about it, but we did always think about Noro, right? So before COVID, Noro was the big cruise, the big, kind of elephant in the room about cruising. And, I always got concerned about, because nobody wants to be trapped in your cabin, right? Nobody wants to be sick. Everybody wants to be out having fun and everything else. But just since the restart, I just noticed that way too many people, in my opinion, of course, are just not conscious enough about how we all spread these things to each other. And I really feel like some people just really have a terrible attitude. Like, so what? It's a big deal. It's a cold, deal with it. Right. Well, okay. But, I wouldn't have to if maybe you would just, sneeze into your elbow or something like that or whatever, right? If you'd be a little bit more courteous to everybody when you're running around the ship, spreading this stuff, maybe I wouldn't have to just deal with it. So I wanted to put some things up here from our recent, cruise. This was just 3 little posts. But there are, from the cruise I was just on, MSC Maravilla, there are easily over 20 people who have posted that they have COVID. Who knows how many, have it and didn't bother coming to the Facebook group to tell everybody about it. And one of the things I was, it's unfortunate, but one of the things that I noticed was there were a lot of other people also commenting that they stayed in their cabin or otherwise used masks and stuff the last couple of days of the cruise in order to kind of, mitigate their possible exposure. We did the same thing. We tried to avoid a lot of areas the last couple of days. We enjoyed our balcony, enjoyed, just kind of relaxing, because on a 10-day cruise that was very port heavy for us, we were really go, 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 go. And as a result, we enjoyed that opportunity to just kind of chill and relax. So, but I'm just curious, what does everybody else do in order to try to avoid, possibly getting sick and having your cruise ruined? I did want to mention, if you did not read in the one post there was even somebody taken away from the MSC Maravilla by ambulance because their case of COVID was so severe.
Eddie?
Well, we just try to stay away from the crowds, which is not too easy to do. And when it comes to healthy, if it comes to any exercise, I do open my jaw a lot to eat. And I do this a lot too, drinking coffee. So, I mean, we keep ourselves moving around. Every time we go in the anywhere, we wash our hands. We make sure we wash our hands, and after getting out of there, we wash our hands again. That's about the most we could do, to stay away from other people that are doing this crazy stuff. I try to grab things with my right hand and try not to put them on my face at all. If I need to scratch my face or something, I use my left hand. Consciously, but I don't do it all the time. On our last cruise with the bloggers, as soon as we got home Sunday. On Tuesday, I got a little flu. It wasn't too bad. It was like 2 days of sneezing, stuff like that. I felt a little sore in my chest, but 2 days later, it was gone. So I blame it on the change of the weather, because Saturday night, since it was our last night, coming back to New Orleans, we went outside and it was pretty chilly out there, winds and all that, and I didn't care. I wanted to enjoy the evening, so we went out. I was in shorts and a shirt, so we stayed out there for a little bit too long. So I think that's what the change was, because once we got into New Orleans, it was humid and all that, so the change of the air. So I that's what I blame it on. So I don't think it was COVID at all. I've been getting the test done and stuff like that, and I don't believe it was. It was just a small cold that I get, and that was it. And I took a few Tylenols and took care of business. Alice got COVID before, and I was next to her the whole time she had it, and I never picked it up. Maybe I'm one of those who carry the stuff around, and but I'm fully vaccinated and all that. So, and I just recently got a flu shot and another COVID shot last week. So other than that, I just try to keep updated with the all the vaccinations, and I do carry my mask with me in case we need it or something. Things get really bad we're in the buffet area or something, and people start coughing. Trust me, I'm gonna pull that mask out of my walker and put it on. So
yeah,
that's about what we can do to keep ourselves a little, a little away from this stuff. So
cool.
Yeah.
I know for us, our big can of Lysol is already in the bag.
Oh no, this is the old one.
This is the old one right here. We almost used it all up right here, but we got a fresh new one packed in the bag already. We go in before we touch anything in the room and we spray it down, regardless of whatever cleaning they're going to do, regardless of whatever, preparation that the room steward is going to do. Lysol kills germs. And that's one thing that is well known all throughout history. Okay. So that's one thing we do. We also bring along hand sanitizer with us. And sometimes I'll have it in my pocket, if we're touching things and stuff like that. We clean our hands. We use the hand washing stations. We use the sanitizer stations that are all over the ship. They're all over the place, so there is that covers hands. Now, as far as general health is concerned, I know I eat way more vegetables on a cruise ship than I do here at home. So if you were talking about that, then yes, my ingestion of fresh and raw vegetables, it greatly increases whenever I get on a cruise ship.
For me, like he said, I do that, but I also have little cleaning things in my John Hill bag that everybody gets. That's the diamond and the platinum. So I use that, as well as like Scott did on his cruise. I stay in. Before we go on the cruise, we stay in. But I try, and I succeed on the past couple of cruises. I limit myself to the marketplace, but because we're going on the Glory, I'm either going to die of starvation if I don't.
Yeah, because
there's nowhere else.
The Excel class has us so spoiled with all of these little extra places that you can go. We don't know what we're going to do on the Glory. It's like we're going to be lost. And also, we're probably going to be masked up a lot more because it's a smaller ship.
We bought a box of masks.
Yes, we did.
We did, and if there's a Walmart in your area, I suggest go get it, because we looked all over, and then finally it hit us. Go to Walmart.
I think Amazon got some more also.
Oh yeah, because we had some N95s, and we still have N95s.
I just picked up 2 more of those yesterday. Yeah. Old Fart Gaming has made it in. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Good morning. I used to always see especially in the early restart, I saw so many people with bad attitude saying, oh, I'm going to wear the face diaper and all this other kind of stuff, and referring to, you know what? It's common sense, okay? If you want your cruise to be good, if you don't want to be sick, right? If you want to be out enjoying yourself or whatever, right? Wearing a mask in situations where, it might be a little bit, necessary is not a big deal. Just put it on, take it back off later.
Good question.
So I was curious, Cheryl, is this the John Heald bag you're talking about?
Yes,
that's the one.
That's the one.
I just got my first one on Carnival Venezia.
The Venezia, yeah.
Okay.
Nettie and JT have made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Chillin' Charlie.
Good morning.
Yeah, Chillin' Charlie has come in. Just real quick, Eddie, is there anybody coming on immediately after us? You're muted.
At 11 a.m., I have cruise bed.
Okay, but nobody at 10, right?
At 10 o'clock, I don't see anybody. 10 o'clock Eastern, no.
Good. Traveling with Tinkerbell says, I take Lysol with me and spray the whole room. Then I leave and come back later and unpack. Always wash your hands and try to stay away from large crowds as much as you can.
That's right.
Yeah.
And whenever they pack you into small rooms for trivia or comedy or anything like that, my suggestion, especially with our most recent Mardi Gras sailing, is that you bring a mask and you use a mask, because you need to stay well protected.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, and so we were big mask users, right, throughout the whole pandemic, and we've started to relax a little bit on, you know, the last couple of cruises, but we still always had them with us. And if there was a situation where we felt like we should have them on, we put them on.
Yes.
You know, like the elevators are always jam-packed now on these cruises. And I'm astonished at when the doors open and there's already 10,000 people in there, why there's still people who are like, oh, I'm just going to squeeze on anyway, right? You know, and then if somebody starts coughing in that, if somebody starts coughing in there, then you're just kind of you're done, right? In fact, we were on deck 12 on the Maravilla, and we were on a really crowded elevator, but on the way up to deck 12, somebody started coughing or whatever, and my wife and I, we didn't have to even look at each other. As soon as that elevator stopped on deck 10, we stepped off and took the stairs the rest of the way to 12.
Yeah.
Rather than sit in there and breathe that air in, because who knows?
Right?
Absolutely.
Who knows?
Absolutely. Good
I'm
question.
telling you, because that's a good question, because it took me 4 weeks to get over the Mardi Gras flu or whatever I had. I took COVID tests, I did all of these things, and they just said it's the flu that may be turning it into the pneumonia. And and I had to use mine. Whoever was in the chat and said that after they had COVID, they still have to do the
inhaler.
I still have to do the
She
inhaler.
has an inhaler from the COVID days too.
I never used an inhaler before.
Yeah, and like that was response to somebody that I feel, in my opinion, had a bad attitude about it. It was like, oh, so what? It's just like the cold and flu. No, it isn't.
No.
Okay.
No.
Your immune response is the same as cold and flu, which is the sore throat, the runny nose, the coughing, the sneezing. That's all immune response. That's not the virus, whether it be cold virus or flu virus or COVID virus.
Right.
That's all immune response. So those symptoms are always going to be the same. But the actual effects of the virus is very different. And that woman had mentioned in there, she doesn't remember the flu ever giving her the gift of having to use an inhaler long after she was no longer sick with the flu, like COVID did.
And speaking of secret things that creep up into our nostrils and things like that, I know Eddie, he's been holding these secret things to himself, and I really wish he would let us know all about them. So come on.
Well, then I will, sir. October 28, 2024. Leaving out of Tampa on the Carnival of Paradise on a 6-day cruise. Leaving from Tampa, going down to Key West, Montego Bay, and Grand Cayman. 6 days. Get in touch with Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel for more information on your cabin. 6 days hanging out in Key West, Montego Bay, and Grand Cayman. A lot of creators are adding up to this cruise. Mike and Rihanna have a Facebook group where you could go and join and check out the activities. House of X will be doing a elegant night. Charlie with Tinkerbell is part of it. Cruise Nuts, all 4 of us are in it. Alice is coming too. Bruce and Cindy also be there. I'm hoping that Controversial Cruising and Bill will also be there. I believe Mike Clark is in it too. Not too sure, but they probably will be being adding on to it. So it's going to be a great cruise. So in touch with Bruce for all information about your cabin. Do it, baby.
That's right. That is right.
Booze Cruise 2024. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios. Out of Tampa, Florida. Port of calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Come join us for this great cruise, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
And January 26, 2025, on the Norwegian Viva, brand new ship, will I be celebrating my 60th birthday. So, what are we doing? We're going to hit 8 ports in 7 days. Why do I say 8 ports? Because we're leaving out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. Oh, yeah, baby. And we're going to hit the ABC Islands, all three, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, San Lucia, St. Kitts, and back to Puerto Rico. Yes, on the Norwegian Viva. It's an Alice Lugo Studios group cruise, so they say, even though I'm there too. So me and Alice will be there celebrating my 60th birthday. So get in touch again with Bruce for all the information you need. And I remember there is with Norwegian get one, fly one. So that option still available. So look into it, and I'm hoping that Mike and Rihanna will be part of it too, and some more people, because I know Cheryl likes the idea of these cruises too. It's 8 ports, no sea days at all, so it should be an interesting cruise. So play, baby.
Caribbean Conquest 2025. Hosted by Eddie and Alice Lugo Studios, out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. Aboard the Norwegian Viva. Ports of call: Riva, Bonaire, Curacao, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, St. Lucia, St. Kitts. Come join us for this great cruise. January 26th, February 2nd, 2025. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
So I know that you probably hear this, but I just wanted to show everybody what the current condition is outside.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got wind, we got rain, and it is storming outside, y'all. It's that's a live look out our back door here, and I see the wind coming across the water. That is such a beautiful and calming and relaxing scene out here. But also it is a beware message if you are coming in to sail on the breeze. You're about to get hit with a whole bunch of weather.
Man, I'll be out by that door sleeping right now.
I know, right? Sometimes
I'll be out like a light.
Sometimes we just sit here with the door open. You know, we got the skeeter guard right there where the flying bugs can't get in. But when it gets wet outside, they try to find a way to come in.
Yeah.
So that's why we got that. But I just wanted to show everybody that, that's our current situation right now.
Wow.
And see you later, Bone Tire Travelers. Thank you so much for coming in.
Good night.
Good night. And let's see who is coming on for the remainder of the day. Eddie.
And it is like this, following us at 11 a.m. Eastern, Cruise Bed Adventures in the Seashore Cruise Fun. 1 p.m. will be Roy and Becky's Travels. 5 p.m. will be One Strand Adventures. 6 p.m. Eastern, Killing Farms and Michelin Spoil Mama. 7 p.m. to 9 will be Parkers on the Go, Embarkation Nation, Controversial Cruising. They're together doing a trivia. Call Me V will be here too. Following at 8 p.m. will be again the Seashell Cruise Fun, My Wild Home and Peaceful Death or Death. 9 p.m. will be Beach Please, Closing the Night.
All right. Well, that will do it for today's show. Thank everybody so much for coming in. Sorry we ran over just a little bit, but I don't think we did too bad here. Everybody take care of each other out there. Hit the like button on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you and good morning.
Bye.